Hi everybody, Gung Chi Fa Cai. Chinese New Year is one of my most favourite holiday periods. It's a time to catch up with family, meet friends, and most importantly, eat lots of Chinese food. And like holidays, your wine choice during these periods should also change with the seasons. I'm a big believer that wine should complement food and not the other way around. Always choose what you want to eat first and then choose the wine to pair with it. Now, the default wine for Chinese food is Riesling. This is because Chinese food is sweet and tends to have a fair bit of spice. Riesling, which is low in alcohol and low in tannin, doesn't accentuate the spice and it doesn't clash with it. That's why people tend to keep away from reds when eating Asian food. But to me, always choosing Riesling when eating Asian food is a little bit boring. That's why today I'm going to show you that Riesling is not your only choice. Now, my go-to food during Chinese New Year is char siu, also known as Cantonese barbecue pork. I always judge the quality of a Chinese restaurant by the quality of its char siu. Char siu is a very fatty and succulent dish and has the perfect balance of sweet and savory. To match the powerful flavors of char siu, we need to pair it with a robust, jammy red wine. Also, we need something with a bit of tannin that will help cut through that rich fat and protein. For me, the perfect pairing is Grenache. That is because Grenache has intense fruit flavors and a little residual sweetness. If you're not familiar with Grenache, Grenache is a grape varietal from France and Spain. Actually, it's probably one of the most widely grown grape varietals in the world today. Now, it does really well in hot, dry climate, which is why it does so well in the Barossa and McLaren Vale. Actually, right up until the 1950s, Grenache used to be the most grown grape varietal in Australia. And this is because the wine that we mostly produce was fortified wines. And because of Grenache's sweetness, it's the ideal wine for fortified wine. But in the 1950s, when Shiraz and Cabernet started to become more popular, the farmers unfortunately took to their Grenache vines with chainsaws, and only a very few survived. But today, those ones that did survive are some of the oldest Grenache vines in the world, some of them over 150 years old. So the most important question is, what does Grenache taste like? Well, it has medium levels of tannins, which makes it taste very similar to a medium-bodied Shiraz, which makes it very easy to drink. It has very pure characteristics of red fruit with distinct flavors of raspberry, strawberries, cherries, and other red fruit. Now, Grenache is also often used in blends with Shiraz and Mourvedre. Now, in Australia, we call this a GSM blend. In Europe, it's known as a Rhone blend. Now, the reason we add Grenache to this blend is because it adds perfume, it adds spice, and it makes the wine lighter, which makes it a lot easier to drink. Today, I'm going to show you two of my favorite Grenaches that I love to drink with char siu. The first is a well-known GMS and the other is a straight Grenache, both of them from the Barossa Valley. So let's check out the first one, Teusner's Avatar. Teusner's only been around for about 20 years or so, but it's made a major name for itself with its Grenache and Grenache blends, which are from vines that have been over 100 years old. The Avatar is a Grenache Mataro Shiraz blend from the Barossa Valley, and it's absolutely delicious. It's very complex, beautifully balanced. It's quite smooth, with hints of dark cherry and blackberry, and it's one of those wines that you'd love to roll around in your mouth to taste all of its characteristics. This is a fantastic wine to take to a dinner party. Everyone will be impressed with how good it tastes. This is a consistently good wine every year, and James Halliday gives this particular vintage, the 2018, 96 points. For $30, that's a cracker of a good wine. Now, if you want to go a little cheaper but still want to impress, then you can't go past this next wine. This is the Rustica Grenache from Z Wines. Also from the Barossa Valley, Z Wines has only been around for about 20 years or so. Owned and operated by the two Zirk sisters, Z Wine also sources its Grenache from grapes from 100-year-old vines in the Barossa. The wine looks amazing in the glass with a beautiful, vibrant purple hue. Typical of Grenache, it is strong strawberry and raspberry aromas with traces of white pepper and star anise. With well-balanced texture and fine tannins, this is a great wine to drink when young. But it'll be even better if you cellar it for a few years. Now, wait till you hear how many points James Halliday gave this fella. Wait for it, a whopping 97 points. Just to put that in perspective, that's the same point score as this 2002 Penfolds Grange, which sells in excess of $500. Now, how much would you expect to pay for this little beauty? Try $19.99. That is mind-blowing. For that price, buy 3 or 4 cases and drink them over the next few years. Okay, just to summarize what I've been talking about. If you want to impress your friends, buy a bottle of this Avatar GMS from Tuzna. It's fantastic. If you want to impress yourself without damaging your wallet, buy a case of this stuff. Okay, this is the Z Wines Rustic Straight Grenache. Now, if you really, really want to impress your friends, get a bottle of this, drink it till it's finished, and get a bottle of this, top this one up, recork it, and give it away as a Chinese New Year gift. Okay, so now just to prove what I already know. Char siu. So good. My wife definitely didn't cook that one. Okay, cheers. 太好吃了，我以为我在天堂。Cheers.